What's up, everybody? Welcome to Normieville.
Well, we call you normies.
So in this video, I want to discuss the juice, aka OJ Simpson, all right? Now, we're not going to talk about his past or anything like that. This actually involves something he said recently, okay? Now, as of late, Megan Rapinoe has thrown her name in the hat to support the T community in women's sports. Actually, I think a couple months ago, Brittany Griner actually also threw her name in the hat to say that she throws her support in as well for the T community in women's sports. But in any case, you know, Megan Rapinoe is getting ready to retire soon. She says she's going to retire at the end of the National Women's Soccer League championship or whatnot. And of course, she's not going to stop her activism. I don't see it, just like my man Colin Kaepernick. But she said that, of course, the T women are real women. You are free to debate that in the comment section or amongst yourselves. I'm sure everybody has their own opinion. Of course, facts and all that kind of stuff doesn't matter nowadays, so we're not going to talk about that. In any case, OJ Simpson had something to say about T women in professional sports or in female sports in general. You know, OJ Simpson is a former NFL running back. He's had his problems in the past. Yes, he's had legal issues and things of that nature. We all understand that. So a lot of people discount his opinions on a lot of things just on that alone. But again, OJ Simpson does have experience in athletics, okay? He has known people that have transitioned, okay? Like, what's the name? The Jenner person, I forgot her name, but you know what I'm talking about. He knows people that have transitioned to the other side, and I believe he actually mentioned it in this video where he saw somebody transition when during, I think, the 80s or 90s or something like that. But in any case, without further ado, we're going to play the video. OJ, what you got to say?
Hey, Twitter world, it's me, yours truly. Well, there's a subject that I've tried to stay out of, but here lately it's hard to avoid. I saw Megan Rapinoe said that she would love to be competing against transgender women. And look, I'm all for it. I think, yeah, you be whatever you want to be. To me, it doesn't really matter. I remember years ago when I was a tennis player and I saw Dr. Renee Richards compete. Here was a person in their 40s that transgender, and the courts ruled that she could compete. And hey, she was pretty good. She didn't win any major tournaments. I think she got to a finals of a doubles once, and I think she got to the third round of a singles. But let's face the fact, even though she was in her 40s and never a great tennis player, being a biological male, she was able to do pretty well against the women back then. I see the girl in Connecticut is suing the state, the track girl, because never was able to get a gold medal in her junior and senior year because she was competing against guys who identified as female. I mean, they went through no medical or any change, but they just said they identified and they beat her. My thing is, why don't they treat it, especially in track and field, why don't you treat it like the marathon? Let everybody compete, but when it's over, have a category for female, a category for male, and a category for transgenders. Senator in South Carolina stated, what if Mike Tyson decide to identify as a female? Are you going to let him box women? I don't think so. I'm a golfer, and trust me, you could take probably the 350th rated male golfer if he decides, well, now that we know women are making all of this money, but if he decides that he wants to identify as a female, trust me, you would probably be a top 10 female golfer. Just isn't fair. If you're born a male, you're born a female, I don't think it's fair in sports to have them competing against one another. Give them their own category. Let the trans compete against the trans, the female against the females, and the males against the male. I'm just saying. Take care.
Take care, OJ. I just want you to know that, guess what? I don't know about anybody else out there, but I still love you. Right on, right on, right on. But anyway, I believe that OJ does have some valid points. Again, this is YouTube. Everyone's free to think what they want, okay? It's 2023. Acceptance and tolerance, all that good, all those nice things, all right? However, OJ did bring up a couple things to consider maybe. One, I remember this politician he was referring to. This person, I believe, was a man. They were on some kind of committee or whatnot, and they were talking amongst themselves, amongst a panel, and all those kind of things. And this man asked this, I believe, this scientific person or a psychiatrist, whatever. The person that was being questioned was defending T rights in female sports, and he asked this question. I remember because I watched it, and he asked her if Mike Tyson wanted to identify as a female and play as and be a boxer in a female boxing league, would that be fair? And of course, because most people have to defend their position, she gave some kind of answer that was like a roundabout yes. But we all know if Mike Tyson, at his age, he's an older man now, but he still trains, right? He's still fast and he's still very strong. If he went into the female boxing league right now and threw his ring in the hat to have some competition, he would be the '1 rated boxer in female boxing, and it wouldn't be even close. All right. Now we've seen other women of the T community in female sports, and they've been crushing the competition in their respective sports. So swimming, track and field. He said tennis. There's other female sports, track and field. We've seen females of the T community perform in women's sports, and they have outdone the competition by landslides. I would also like to add that you don't see any T men playing in men's sports. I don't know why that is. Maybe because of things that you might think is obvious. But again, that's another story, right? I'm not a scientist, so I don't know all the facts in biology and those kind of things. So I'm not one to say what that might be. But I don't see a lot of men of the T community playing in men's sports like football, basketball, rugby, things like that. You know what I mean? Or any type of a high impact sport, baseball, where people have to get hit, where there has to be where there's a high concentration of physical contact. Right? I don't see that. I don't know why. Some people might think that's obvious. I don't know. But what O.J. Simpson is suggesting that maybe we have a separate category. This has been mentioned several times. I don't think it's going to happen because, again, inclusion and tolerance and things of that nature. But something to consider. You know what I mean? And by the way, I'm using coded language because this is YouTube and I don't want to get my channel sniped. So you understand where I'm going with this, right? I think O.J. Simpson could have some points to consider for the normie out there that thinks the T community should be accepted into the sports of their like gender. You understand what I'm saying? So, again, y'all can go to Twitter, check out O.J. Simpson's YouTube page. He gives a lot of opinions. Again, people discount his opinions because of his legal history. I think O.J. Simpson makes a lot of points with a lot of different things. I really don't care what his political stance is. O.J. Simpson is living his life. He has an opinion just like I do. He speaks it freely, and I'm willing to listen. Hopefully you got something out of it as well. Thank you for joining another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just here to give you the latest and greatest sports news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think about the Juice Man down here in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and that notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.